these opportunities to come together and ask questions of our candidates. And this is something that the Chinatown community, I know, has done on many other elections, and I think it's a wonderful thing that they do to encourage participation and knowledge within their community. Let me give you a little idea of what the rules are for tonight's forum. Each of the candidates will be given an opportunity for 30 seconds to do an opening and closing. And then in the interim, there will be a series of questions. The first will come from myself as a moderator, and then the rest of the questions for the rest of the evening will come from constituents who represent community organizations, and the product of their questions are through discussions that have taken place, I know, in many cities to come up with the questions. So it's a collective effort to come up with questions to present to our candidates. The initial person to which the question is directed will have 2 minutes to respond, and subsequent other candidates will have a minute to respond as well. The order in which they are asked the questions has been randomly selected. We'll begin with somebody who's been randomly selected to kick us off, and then we'll go in order for the rest of the questions as they proceed. There's a timekeeper, I think, on the second row there, Craig, and they will, why don't you show the candidates your signs. So there'll be a 20-second notice, and then a time's up notice, and hopefully you'll keep within your demands, and we'll be able to get through all the questions that we're anticipating doing so if people keep to their time. There is translations in Mandarin, in Cantonese. I think people are set up for that. This is a capacity that, again, we're able to provide, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to let people participate in the process who are not native English language speakers. And I was going to introduce the candidates, but in fact, since we're going to kick off with asking each of the candidates to give 30-second opening remarks, I think they can best do a better job and probably a more flowery job of introducing themselves. So let's begin with the 30-second introductory comments, and we'll begin with Lydia.
That's very wrong.
This is also the first time. But you're right.
Thank you. Thank you both for coming here tonight. Again, my name is Lydia Edwards, and I am a public interest attorney. I work at Greater Boston Legal Services, where I help to ensure that workers are paid for all of the work that they've done. I represent mostly immigrant workers and immigrant workers in the domestic service industry. Those are your nannies, your house cleaners, and your care workers. And it is with my passion and joy that I have been able to ensure that they get paid for all the work that they do and to receive respect and dignity. I've even helped to pass legislation to protect 100,000 women workers in the domestic worker industry. On top of that, I've gone back to school. I've received a second law degree in assuring that I can help the community develop in a way that ensures that the community is leading the development, but also receiving the benefits as we try to balance our growth economically and ensuring that all of us are represented at the table. I'm here today running because I'm an advocate. I'm not a career politician. And I think it's exciting to have an opportunity to have someone who's coming from the grassroots, who has marched with workers, who has fought for their rights, who has learned Spanish and Portuguese on the job, to assure that they have a voice. And I hope that you will vote for me to ensure that I can be the next senator for this district. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph.
Good evening, my name is Joseph Boncory. I'm from Winthrop, where I'm chairman of the Public Housing Authority in that town. And I've been an advocate of public housing my entire career, not only in the town of Winthrop, but on Beacon Hill, working with legislators to keep public housing affordable and expanding public housing. I also work as an attorney with Suffolk Lawyers for Justice, as a public defender in the Boston Municipal Courts, standing up for those who can't afford attorneys and can't defend themselves. I'm running to be your advocate in the state senate. Again, my name is Joseph Boncory, and I'm looking to be your next state senator. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out here tonight. My name is Paul Rogers. I'm one of the candidates here for state senate. I'm also a resident of East Boston and a small business owner there for more than 20 years. I've also been a community leader in the East Boston area, very active community getting people involved, creating online groups for discussion, much like this here tonight. We've grown from just a couple of members to over 5,000 members strong in the East Boston community itself. I've been doing that now for the past number of years, more or less on a 24/7 basis to show my commitment to all of you, all the good folks that are out there working hard and want to be better and active involved in the community. Again, my name is Paul Rudders, and I'm here for State Rep here. Thank you.
Diane.
大家好，我係黃子瑜。My parents did one of the bravest and most selfless things when they immigrated to this country 30 years ago to give my brother and me a better life. And when they got here, they struggled. They struggled to support us. They struggled with the language. They felt isolated, and they didn't always feel like they were truly a part of this country. And now I could become the first full Asian American senator out of 40 state senators in this state. But I know because of the immigrant experience I lived, of my parents, that personally, in a very personal way, why Chinatown matters. That it's more than a place to live. It's a community, it's a sense of belonging, it's a safe haven, it's home. And I will fight for Chinatown, I will fight for its residents, because it's very personal for me. And once again, 我是黄子瑜, Diana Huang, I'm running for state senate.
Jay.
Hi, my name is Jay Livingstone. I'm currently a state representative. I'm the only legislator in this race. I represent the West End, Beacon Hill, Back Bay, parts of Cambridge, Central Square, and Kendall Square. I am the grandson of immigrants, and always remember the stories my grandparents told of how they struggled to come to this country. And in the legislature, I've always remembered that and worked on the issues of that mean the most to those that need the most help, whether it's securing early education funding, criminal justice reform so it's fair, anti-discrimination laws so that people earn what they should, regardless of their race or their gender. And I've been a leader in the legislature on those issues in my time, the last 3 years. Also, I understand the development pressures that Chinatown is under because I've been dealing with them as a state representative in my district, particularly in Back Bay, in the West End, and parts of Cambridge. And I've made sure that I stand up for the community, always representing the community's interests and demanding better processes and better results. Every project that's been proposed in my district or near my district has improved in the interests of the neighborhood because of my advocacy, whether it's more affordable housing, better traffic patterns, or making sure that development is more consistent with the neighborhood. And I would work hard representing Chinatown to do what I've already done elsewhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Good evening. My name is Steve Morabito. Currently, I'm a realtor for Century 21, and I'm the Vice President of the Revere City Council. And I was just re-elected for my second term. For those of you who know Revere, it's a very diverse city. I grew up there my whole life. I'm a lifelong resident in this district. I am a son of an immigrant. My family came from Italy, and my parents worked in a factory. My father was a barber growing up. They worked very, very hard to provide for 4 children and to provide us with everything they could never have. My grandmother is in this country. She still does not speak English. She knows a little English here and there. She speaks Italian fluently. And so I know what it's like firsthand to have that language barrier from seeing my grandparents, growing up in an Italian family and having relatives who did not speak English. And you can count on this. As your state senator, I will advocate for language access and better language access than we have in the state. So once again, my name is Steve Morabito. I know we're only supposed to give 20 seconds, but everyone else went a little bit over, so I figured I'd have that same leeway. So thank you for having me here tonight, and once again, April 12th, if you can remember me, Steve Morabito. Also, if you want to meet up with me afterwards, I'll give you my direct phone number if you have any questions, because there's only so much we can say in a 2-minute forum. Thank you.
Thank you.